Hey cutie, welcome back to my channel. Yes, you. I know this is not my normal intro, but I wanted to come on today and do a little bit of a lighter intro to my video, just have a lighter approach and remind you that, you can decide to be the change, that you deserve to be greeted with compliments, that you deserve to be greeted with a smile. If this is your first time here on my channel, hello, welcome. My name is Dylan James. I'm a mindset coach that loves to specifically focus on relationships. And you guys are probably like, what the heck is going on? This is not the normal intro. Well, I wanted to give you guys a little bit something different today. Okay. And in my community tab, I've been having a lot of fun with you guys, taking this kind of lighthearted approach to really recognize that you have to be the change. That's going to be what we talk about today. But I just wanted to start off this video with saying, hey, how are you? I think about you guys all the time. You make me smile. You make me laugh. I see your comments all over my community tab. I've been having a lot of fun on Instagram with you guys too. If you're not over there, follow me on Instagram. You should check it out. And today's video is going to be a short, quick one about deciding to be the change and how implementing this belief work that you're doing and the change that you're making within yourself also, in my opinion, should include prioritizing things that make you happy, things that make you joyful. And there's a very specific reason why I say that too. Okay. So we all have wants, we all have desires. A lot of people that stumble onto my channel either want to materialize a relationship or fix a relationship. And one of the biggest messages that I focused on in the past that I still 100% stand by, and I just haven't been preaching it lately, is the idea and the premise of emotional self-regulation. This is like actually something that I've been talking about in client sessions. And I just see this as such an important skill to develop because sometimes life is not really that fun, right? Like, and I try and be really honest and upfront with you guys of like, yes, we want to have the best beliefs. Yes, we want to like best beliefs in the sense of like, I know I'm worthy, I'm deserving, I'm confident with what I do. I know what I'm worthy of. I know what my values are. I know what I accept into my life. I know what I don't accept into my life. I'm aware of the narratives that I have in my mind. I am being this version of myself that has beliefs that are augmented towards what I want to experience. But things still happen in life, right? And so the whole purpose to mindset work and building your self concept up and being able to regulate your state of being, your emotional state, whatever you want to call it, is so that when challenges do pop up or things that are undesirable do pop up, they don't like trigger you deeply. They don't trigger like negative stories in your mind that cause you to react or uh, get clouded with your emotion in a way that creates more problems versus being able to be grounded in yourself, know that you can create the solution, not immediately react, but pause and think about how you want to respond to this thing that's going on in front of you. So in order to do that, though, we have to realize, in order to make this genuine change within yourself and to actually be the change, you have to recognize that prioritizing yourself and prioritizing your feeling state is important. And this is not even just to get what you want, you guys. Okay. Like there's so much that's going on in the world that if your internal world, your internal state of being, your emotional state is always dictated and uh, controlled by the external reality and what's going on around you, then you're going to feel like life is happening to you. Okay. So emotional self-regulation and doing these changes, creating these changes in your belief system and in your feeling state. Like I was saying, I know you're doing this to get particular outcomes and you're going to be able to materialize those things. But above all else, what I really want you to see is that you're doing this to prioritize yourself too. Okay. You're showing the world how to treat you based on what you believe and feel about yourself. You're showing people how to value you based on how you value yourself. You're showing people how to love you based on how you love yourself, right? And especially in a relationship, if you're going through all this belief change and doing all these things just to get a person, you're going to be very, very attached and constantly checking, and you're not going to really be able to be present with yourself and really apply this in a way that's going to get you the results that you desire. And I'm not saying that it's bad to have wants and desires. You guys can get exactly what you want. I just want you to realize the importance of really nurturing your own feeling state and seeing how important it is for you to decide to be happy and light and playful in your approach and allow yourself to have fun and be able to self-regulate your feeling state. Now, Aside from all that, the thing that I wanted to get at is the reason why emotional self-regulation is so important is because if every time there's a little challenge or every time that like I have a little hiccup in my life, if that triggers me to the point where I'm like sitting curled up in in my room in a corner crying, like triggered AF down to the core of my being, and I'm just spiraling out on negative thoughts, that's going to be really difficult for you to sustain the results that you desire in your life. And you also don't deserve to be going on that roller coaster of emotion. So, this is why I say when it comes to materializing what it is that you desire, you want to focus on creating a general sense of stability too, because there may be challenges or things that pop up that you need to persist through. And again, if you haven't created love and happiness and joy as something within you, and that's always predicated on the environment that you're in or the things that are going on around you, then you're going to find that you're always chasing joy. You're needing people to show up in very particular ways for you to be happy. And you have to see that you have to be the change. So I have to decide to one, build the best beliefs about myself, one for myself, because I deserve to be the version of myself that has amazing beliefs, that knows my worth, that knows my value, that feels confident with who I am, that feels confident in my body, and also believes in the best of myself and and believes in the best of the people around me. Right? That's going to be how I'm really able to create the results that I want in my life. But also, I need to see that my state, my emotional state, my happiness, my ability to feel love, my ability to feel joyful in this moment is my responsibility. Right? So when it comes to deciding to be the change, I just want to make sure that you guys are also taking a playful, light approach to this. You have wants and desires, but I made a community tab post today about recognizing that this is not about obsessing over another person. If you're obsessing over somebody, I would drop that and begin to become obsessed with yourself, which I know sounds a little bit funny, but you have to see that it is all about how you value and prioritize yourself. Okay, especially people that are like more in the manifestational realm, like Neville Goddard, uh, self concept, your self concept creates the world in which you live. That means that how how I show up and what I believe and feel about myself, that's going to dictate the type of relationships that I have. The dominant beliefs I hold about myself, the assumptions that I make within myself create how I interact with the people around me. So the main focus should be on you. Okay? If you want to do a conscious technique to manifest something, then I would say it's like 70 to 80 to 90% self-concept, like 10, 20, 30% conscious technique if that's what you want to do. Okay. I'm not trying to put labels. I'm not trying to limit anything. Okay. You do whatever feels good for you. But the main purpose here is you have to decide to be the change. You have to decide to be happy. You have to decide to do things that make you feel love. You have to stop waiting for everybody and everything to show up for you to give yourself the permission to be happy in this moment, because it's when you are that happy version of yourself, that joyful version of yourself that is just doing things that you love and building yourself up and building your beliefs and not waiting for anything or not anxious about anything and not feeling like, like that crappy, weird place. You guys know what I'm talking about. That low place when like things are not going good in your reality and you really want things to change and you feel like you're waiting for this change. You have to realize that there's nothing to wait for. You have to decide to be the change. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. And I've been saying this in my content a lot because I know people need to hear it. Stop waiting for the text messages. Stop checking. Stop stalking. Stop watching tarot card videos. Stop watching horoscopes. Stop doing all of these behaviors that are not actually aligned with the version of you that can create the results that you desire. It's kind of like what I was saying earlier. If you don't really realize what you're doing is becoming a new you or undoing beliefs that were not serving you, and you're just doing this all for somebody and you're not actually prioritizing yourself, it's going to be hard to sustain the results that you desire too, because if there's any sort of hiccup, you're going to be in that anxious place, right? And you're going to be in that needing place. You're going to be in that chasing place. You have to realize that love and happiness is not coming from anybody outside of you. It's actually coming from you. And the more you prioritize yourself, the more you decide to feel good within yourself, and the more you do things that you love, that you enjoy, that build your beliefs up, that build your confidence up, that help you forget or stop focusing on all the things that are not going the way you desire them to go. When you are in that space with yourself consistently and you stabilize there, and then you're able to think about what you want to experience the way you want to experience it, and you continue to stay in this joyful, confident place within yourself, you're going to see that is when the magic occurs. That's what I was writing in my post in my community tab today. Like when you fully prioritize yourself and you can know it into being, you're going to see the results actually do unfold. So you have to apply what I'm talking about on my channel. I love coming on here and checking in with you guys, but watching my content is not enough. You actually don't even really need to watch a lot of my content. Once you figure out the tools, it's up for you to apply it. It's up for you to sit down, make sure you're addressing your beliefs. It's up to you to see how you're feeling and check the behaviors that you're having that are not serving you and make better choices for your day that actually help you feel better. It's up to you to be aware of what you're engaging with and really ask yourself, is this going to help me? Am I reacting to something right now that is not worth my reaction? That's going to be my next video. I know I talked about that last night. Okay. My next video is going to be all about like, if your self-concept was really aligned, would you feel the need? Like, would you actually be bothered with the things that are going on in your life? We'll talk about that tomorrow though. The whole point that I'm trying to make here is make sure with the message that's on my channel that you're just applying it. Okay. Like I'm just another person that has done mindset for a long time. There's nothing really special with me in that sense of like, I don't have like watching me yeah, it's going to be reinforcing, but I'm just somebody that's taken these things that I talked about and applied them in my life. Okay. I actually had to sit down and do the breath work and choose to stop focusing on things that I didn't want to experience anymore and build myself up. And then once I felt good, I was able to apply a technique, affirmation, whatever, to focus on my desired results. And I was able to achieve those things. So you can do that too, but it has to be through the genuine application. And you have to really decide to be the change. Stop chasing people in your reality. Stop chasing the things that you want and decide in this moment right now to have fun, to stop focusing on that, to stop caring about it. I know it sounds so simple. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but the more I'm bothered by the things that are going on in my reality, the more I'm going to continue to be bothered by them. If I can decide to be the change, then the change has to occur. And so you have to, it's counterintuitive because like your mind wants to figure it out and fix it, right? Well, by continuing to focus on it and dwell on it, you're staying stuck where you are. Sometimes you just have to take the focus off of it completely, prioritize yourself, choose yourself, value yourself, decide to do things that help you feel good, focus on your mental and emotional health, build your confidence, build your beliefs. And through this genuine let go of focusing on the undesirable things, you will align yourself. Okay. You'll start feeling better. You will start feeling more confident with yourself. And then you're able to really come in and persist in a way that feels good with whatever it is that you want to experience. So make sure you're actually applying what I talk about on my channel. But other than that, I just wanted to check in with you guys. I know my intro was probably like, so it's not like what I normally do. I said, hey, cutie, like that is, you guys are gonna be like, what is he doing? But I just want to be playful with you guys. Like, I don't know. I've been letting more of my personality show on my channel lately. And like, I actually have like a very goofy personality. And like some of the topics that I talk about on my channel are so serious, you guys. Like, and I try and be professional. Like, we're talking about love. We're talking about belief systems. We're talking about the crappy things and the patterns that we're experiencing in our life. And like, they do suck, right? Like some of these things that you guys are going through suck. So I try and keep it like more professional and to the point, but I've been trying to let my personality show a bit more too, because the whole point of really being able to pull these things off is to have fun too, like to believe in yourself and choose to feel joyful and happy and engage with things that really do lift you up and take the focus off the problem so that you can start to be the solution. So it's probably why you guys are getting a little bit more of a goofy side from me, because I'm trying to get you there. Like, come on, stop being sad. Stop waiting for things. Like, you got this. Remember how amazing you are. Like, stop stressing over that shit. It's not worth the stress. It's not worth the stress. It's not worth the tears. Like, it's really not. Okay. You can get what you want, but you got to decide to be happy first. You got to decide to feel love within you first. You got to take the focus off of all of it and be the change. So anyways, that's it. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. This was a funny little goofy video. If this is your first time here on my channel, you're probably like, what is this guy talking about? Check out some of my other content. This was just a little fun check-in. All right. Love you. Bye.